Hello, my name is Chloe, welcome to my channel and welcome to Spookoplathon week 3. So hello, lots of reading to do today, seeing as I have 2 prompts in front of me that are books over 500 pages. Due to my own stupidity last week of picking another role. So this week I was supposed to be travelling for work in Denmark, but that has been cancelled, so I'm at home with a lot of work to do, but a very empty social calendar because I'm not supposed to be in the country. So I reckon I can get these done. The first one I need to read is Bride by Ali Hazelwood. This was one of my pumpkin carving prompts because it's got a face on the cover. This is the Patreon body read. It is some sort of romance between a vampire and a werewolf. I'm sure I'm going to love it. I've got about 50 pages to read every day. Today's slot is 62 pages. So I'm going to try and keep this to an actual buddy read and just read a section a day. We'll see. My next priority is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J Maas. This is the Trash for Mass read-along book this month. I'll be rereading this and annotating it. Very excited, particularly excited to get to chapter 55. And then the book I picked last week because I had very good intentions of continuing reading but sacked that off for Supermarket Simulator is Midnight Bites by Rachel Kane. This is the short story collection, I guess, of the Morganville books. It's over 500 pages long. It's another book. Oh yeah, both of these are the books over 500 pages. It's over 500 pages of short stories from a world I love, so hopefully I should enjoy it. But this is now, after reading Life and Death last week, this is the longest standing book on my TBR, so it's going to feel great to get that checked off. So this is what I'm trying to do for the week. We'll see. We'll see. Good morning, it is Wednesday morning and I have a really busy work day ahead, but you know those days when you wake up and the headache has started behind one eye and you're like, this is going to be a my head hurts kind of day. My day is too busy for that, so fantastic. I've been reading the 2 books I should be reading, which is good, I guess. I read a little bit more yesterday in reading sprints, and Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I'm now up to page 117. I'm not disliking it, but I also don't like it at the moment. I'm kind of like, let's have something happen and let's make me care about it, because for now I'm not really too caring. I've got another 50 or so pages to read today. Need to get up to page 163. Maybe something will happen in the next 50 pages that I care about. Sorry, I'm trying not to completely slate this book. I'm not feeling any type of way about it yet. The other thing I've been reading and I was very happy to read more of last night was Akamath, and I am now at page 194. I didn't even stop on a chapter, I was tired. So another 430 pages of this to go, but I'm thinking I might be able to get at least halfway through what I've got left tonight, and I am really motivated to finish Akamath again. So yeah, I also want Akamath done by the weekend so that I can read Midnight Bites, because I was going to read that last week. Why am I still waffling? I don't know. I need to go take some painkillers. Hello, it is Wednesday evening. I had a Halloween ambience on with rain, and then it's hammering it down with rain outside and it's not cold. So I've opened the window and I'm listening to the rain. It's kind of like summer, but it's the 16th of October. As soon as I get cold, that will be being shut. I do need to figure out a lamp situation in here because I've just got a big light on and I don't really want a big light, but just the candle that I've got going that you can't actually see isn't enough light. So I need a mid light. Anyway, I've read the buddy read pages for the day of Bride. It's not gripped me yet. I'm not grasped. I'm kind of bored and I just wanted to get spicy, and maybe I'll then get into it a little bit more, but a little bit bored for now. I've heard something spicy that happens in the next 50 pages or so, so I'll hold out hope. Excitingly, a pre-order that was not a book that has arrived 2.5 months in advance is Twisters, the movie. I still do DVDs. I am old school. I have a PlayStation 2 that I use as my DVD player, and yeah, I get to watch Glenn Powell with a country music theme song, Chase Tornadoes. I watched it in the cinema. I never went back and watched it a second time, so I've only watched it once. I'm very excited to watch this again. I might have a Twisters movie night on Saturday where I watch the old one then the new one. Might be a good idea because I have both DVDs. So now I'm just reading Akamath. I'm on page 206. I'm going to try and get to 400. Feels like a big aim, but maybe about page 400. It is currently, it's nearly 8 p.m, so maybe not. I'll try my best, at least 300. Right, sometimes Amazon is too good because I ordered something at lunchtime, maybe 12. Earliest would have been 12. I've not got my watch on. It is like 7 p.m. and it was, yeah, we'll deliver that before 10 p.m. Already here. Like, it's so freshly sealed that the box is like stiff. So I made this book order. I wasn't ordering any books. I'm not on a book buying ban, but I just was not picking up books unless I absolutely had to have them. This I didn't know had come out. I do have a slightly damaged copy, but I don't know if it's enough to be worried about it. I guess not. I guess dust jackets are dust jackets for a reason. Yeah, okay, I reckon I'll get over it. It is Long Live Evil by Sarah Rees Brennan, and I ordered this the second I knew it had been released. So way back when, 18 months ago-ish, February maybe of last year, I'm not sure when it was, I went to the Leigh Bardugo event for the release of Hellbent, and at that time people were like, what books are you excited about? And she said, actually, my friend Sarah Rees Brennan is writing a new book and I absolutely love it, you're all gonna love it. So I put it on my, not even my wish list because it hadn't been announced, it was on like my notes app. When I saw that this had been released, I was like, yes. I didn't even look into it. Very purple, very, very cool. But yeah, haven't looked into it at all. I've just been told by Leigh Bardugo that I'm gonna love this. And then I actually watched Becca from Becca in the Books did a Shelve It or Scrap It video, and she read this one and really enjoyed it. So, when her whole life collapsed, Ray still had books. Dying, she seizes a second chance at living, a magical bargain which lets her enter the world of her favourite fantasy series. She wakes in a castle on the edge of a hellish chasm, in a kingdom on the brink of war. Home to dangerous monsters, scheming courtiers, and her favourite fictional character, the once and forever Emperor. He's impossibly alluring as only fiction can be, and in this fantasy world she discovers she's not the heroine, but the villainess in the Emperor's tale. So be it, the wicked are better dressed, with better one-liners, even if they're doomed to bad ends. She assembles the wildly disparate villains of the story under her evil leadership, plotting to change their fate. But as the body count rises and the Emperor's fury increases, it seems Ray and her allies may not survive to see the final page. So this is actually an adult fantasy, and it is Sarah Rees Brennan's adult debut, which I didn't realise, but of course it is, because she wrote like The Demon's Lexicon, which is one of my favourite books ever as a teenager. She's done all of the Sabrina books. So yeah, we have moved into adult. I am very excited about it. Apparently it's very funny. But yeah, my cover is a little bit damaged. I'm just gonna have to get over it. I'm not gonna look more into it now. We know I'm not gonna read this instantly, but I just had to get my hands on it. So now it's mine, and I'm very happy about that. Hello, it is late on Sunday, and you know when you just feel like you've had a bad day, but there's no specific thing that's made you have a bad day. It's just been not great. I just feel like crap. So what I've actually done, I mean, these vlogs go up a bit later. It is the 19th of October and I have just sat for the past 2 hours and wrapped any Christmas presents I've already bought. I went and got wrapping paper today. That was my thing to like cheer me up. Got little bits of gifts to add into people's like big presents. And I genuinely just sat and wrapped Christmas presents for 2 hours. They're all in boxes to those who need to go to like booktube friends, and I've been sat there like, oh, but if I get them this, I'll need a bigger box. And just thinking about Christmas is making me happy, and I'm kind of okay with that. I wanted to read today. It hasn't really happened. Well, I say hasn't really, it hasn't happened at all. I've not picked up a book. I have done a lot of YouTube editing, so I'm doing a project at Christmas that you will see obviously at Christmas. I've started like editing that and getting that ready. I've edited a vlog, I've edited my November TBR, so I don't need to edit anything until like this time next week. I'll have a bit of a vlog to edit, but that's it. So I'm feeling quite productive in terms of YouTube, but everything else has kind of slipped and I'm not physically happy. So I need to fix that problem. Anyway, reading. I did finish Bride last night, and I'm sad to say I've given this 3 stars. It just didn't grip me the way I wanted it to. I didn't think it was going to do anything special for me. It just didn't wow me. The werewolf versus vampire kind of politics side was very eh. The romance was decent, I won't lie. It was predictable, but in a fun way. I have now had my first experience of reading something about knotting. I didn't know what that was. I've learned what that is now. Everything makes a bit more sense I've seen online. By seen, I mean read. Don't be taking that the wrong way. But yeah, it just didn't do anything special for me. So 3 stars, again, it was fine. I haven't read any further in Akamath, but I am up to page 390, and seeing as I wanted this finished yesterday, this isn't really gone to plan, so I'm gonna start reading it now, try and finish it off. Ali is doing 24-hour reading sprints, so it's 7:30. I'm thinking about having a Red Bull and trying to take part in that. We'll see. I will have an update at some point tomorrow for you, where at least I need to finish this book this week. I've kind of put Midnight Bites to the side. Maybe I shouldn't have done that extra Spookoplathon roll, but I do want to read it. So we'll see what magic I can bring. Overall, that was a little bit of a boring week, wasn't it? It is now Monday morning, and I am happy to say that yesterday I finished A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J Maas. Given it 5 stars, absolutely loved my reread of this book, but that is genuinely all the reading I managed to do last week. I say all the reading, like this is 600 pages and Bride's like 400, so it's 1,000 pages of reading, but for some reason I don't feel successful last week. I was a massive fan of my reread of this. The build up to like the relationship part was very good. I was very invested in all the fantasy stuff, which is hard to get me to do. The relationship stuff, I was just like completely, what's the word, like enamored. Yes, I'm gonna go with enamored. The whole time, absolutely loved every second. The smut, I forgot how long it takes for the smut to start, but when it does start, it is very good. That's one thing in this book. I think it does actually start with, I'm not going to give any spoilers, but there is smut in a relationship that I'm not invested in at the start. But actually how it's written is really like, the smut is written well. So it's like, oh, okay, this is actually a good little scene. And then you're like, wait, no, I don't like this. And there is actually something that happens at the end that I completely forgot about. And I was like writing on the page like, no, why would you do this? Idiot. And then I was really happy with it by the end. So yeah, I had a really fantastic time rereading it. Just, I feel like I haven't achieved enough this week, which is silly. Next week I am away for work again for a couple of days, so there should be that content. I don't think there's much else apart from that, but I will try. It's just me and my colleague rather than like me, my colleague and my boss. So I'll try and get some YouTube content here and there, but we'll see. For now though, if you watched to this point in the video, please leave me a blue emoji for A Court of Mist and Fury, because the cover is mostly blue. I don't have anything more exciting emoji wise, so give me a blue emoji. Thank you so much for watching this video. I just really appreciate all of you that are sticking around and watching my vlogs. You genuinely make my week every week, so thank you so much in advance. Aside from that though guys, I need to get started on next week's vlog, so thank you for being here. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.